Hello everybody, it's a sunny Monday and I just randomly thought I would start a vlog. I'm out in the garden, I've done a bit of work today and now I'm going to take some time just to knit and to do some stuff in the greenhouse. So I'll show you what's in the greenhouse here, I'll show you how the garden's looking and I'll show you what I'm knitting, so enjoy. Welcome to the greenhouse. My neighbour is mowing his lawn, so I hope you can hear me okay. I've got a lot of seedlings here, trying to propagate a lot of annuals and perennials. I did quite a few perennials last year with good success, so I haven't really done any annuals before. So I've got a lot of cosmos, and I've got Ailbiona and fennel, and well, have tomato plants. I haven't actually grown tomato plants from seed before. I usually buy them as small plants just because the growing season's kind of short here. I've also planted globe artichokes, but I think they come every 2 years. So I'll just show you what they're looking like, and this is the first day with any heat in a really long time. So it's sitting about 22 degrees in here, so that's really good for propagation. It's perfect. So I'll just show you a little close-up of my wee plant babies. On the to-do list today is plant some sweet pea. I have some everlasting sweet pea there, but it doesn't have the nice scent of the annual sweet pea. So my globe artichokes. Unfortunately I got my black zebra and citrina tomatoes mixed up, so I have no idea actually which is which. I've got some tomatoes, these are cherry tomatoes, they came free in my Gardener's World magazine. Cosmos, orange cosmos. In our garden there's kind of a theme of orange, apricots and bluey purpley colours, so just trying to keep that going with the annuals. This is the fennel. I've got one tiny little seedling come through here. This is the Ailbiona, I don't even know if that's how you say it, but those are finally coming through, which I'm really pleased about because I think they'll add a lovely blousiness to the borders. This is another cosmos called apricotta. I've actually done 2 seed trays of that. It's a beautiful apricot colour. I'll show you in a wee second when we get to the end. Cosmos Candy Floss White, another seed packet I got free with my magazine subscription. I've got 2 trays of these, and then I've got verbena, which is all starting to come up, verbena bonariensis, and then I have some chili plants, but it's way too late to be doing these, so I might just have to give up on those or something. These are just multicolored cosmos. A friend gave me a packet of seeds and there's absolutely tons of seeds in there. It was too late to plant them last year, so I thought I'll just plant some now. These are the 2 weedy ones that I might not use. Delphinium, only one has come through. With good success, I got a lot of these last year, so we'll see if anything comes through. I'll show you what some of these look like and what I have to plant. Okay, let me set this up here. So I'll just show you what my cosmos look like. This is the multicolored one. I think these are from Lidl. Wouldn't be particularly my colours, but it's just an annual and I don't think it'll self-seed, so it should look pretty nice. This is the apricotta. Definitely more into these type of colours. Still pink, but more on the apricot side. Then there's foxglove, Sutton's apricot. Planted some of this last year, so hopefully it'll be coming up this year and we can actually see what this colour is like. And then on my to-do list is, at some point I have 2 of the same types of kale. I bought this like the day before this came in this is my free one before it came in the post, so that's a bit annoying. So I need to figure out, yeah, I can just save some for next year or the year after, whatever. but I need to figure out, I think I can plant these directly outdoors in one of the raised beds, so I'll probably do that this month maybe. Yep, I can do it this month, it says. So hopefully the frost, although hopefully that's the frost gone now with any luck. Some of these seeds are the same as last year, so if you watched this time last year, you'll have seen these before. So this is Delphinium High Society, sort of blues. This is Achillea gold plate. I think this is really good for insects. They like landing on these kind of flat plates. Amimagus, this is what I have sown if you didn't know what it looked like. This is kind of looks like cow parsley, I suppose. And then my husband picked out this one, this grass called bunny tails. So I think you sow it direct now where you want it to go. And you have to do it at different intervals. And one more thing that I got free of my magazine that I would like to sow is this Nicotiana, the lime green plant. It is an annual, I think. Yeah, I think it will provide a really nice colour in amongst the, you know, it's almost like a neutral, kind of like the white cosmos, so hopefully those will all work well together. But yes, all my little seedlings. And I'll just show you a bit of what the garden looks like now. It's not like particularly spectacular right now. One of the beds is really good, but what I really want to work on is my border. I just want to make it really filled out and look really good. So I'll probably buy a few plants, put in a lot of annuals, and then hopefully it starts to come together. I only really completed it last year, so I can't expect miracles, but I'll show you what it looks like. The left hand side of it looks a bit like a tray of pancakes, so I'm not really into that look. So I think I actually might have to make it wider, like a good bit wider, but I don't know how that will work because the lawn is in like a horseshoe shape and I don't want to off balance that. So you can tell me what you think in the comments. I know a lot of you are gardeners and I know a lot of you will have great advice for me, so I'm all ears. Here we go. So this is the bed we got a little planting scheme done for. We haven't exactly stuck to it, so I'm going to go back to it and have a read at what we're supposed to do. But this area, these are for geranium roseannes, so I got another one for here and I planted one here. I'd like one here as well. Ideally they spread quite well, but yeah. And my three lovely Lady of Shalott roses, I cannot wait until they come back into flower. This is a nice bleeding heart thing, so it's starting to come now. And this is a hydrangea Annabelle, which I'm not sure if I mistakenly or not mistakenly cut to the ground, but it is herbaceous, so yep. It's not exactly like all the other hydrangeas, I don't think. Hope you can hear me okay, by the way, I'm trying to talk loud. This is an Acer Katsura. My gardening friend said that you can take cuttings of that, so I might start researching that. The lupins and the what are those called? Geums? Yeah, are coming up well. These get very, very large. As you can see, the soil falls down this bank a little bit, but I think if it was well planted, that would stop. I've some Achillea in here. I grew these two smaller ones from seed last year. In the middle's wisteria, chinomales, another type of chinomales, three miscanthus there, those grasses in the corner, see here. In the original planting plan there was, I think, a rhododendron and an azalea or something like that. So I might investigate that. They're not my favourite things, but I actually think it would look really well. I'll just reverse so you can see the whole thing together. I think it would look really well in the scheme to add some height to the back areas. So this here little plant's a hydrangea. It needs to be replanted a bit deeper, I think. Then we've some more geums, some spirea, a daylily, a foxglove. I don't know where that came from. I don't think I put it there. Some cornus. These raspberries will eventually be getting moved, but not this year, maybe next year. So this is the problem area for me, this bit. This is probably about 1.5 meters wide. I think it needs to be at least 2 meters. As you can see, it has that. It's all kind of the one height. I mean, it'll improve later in the summer, but I don't think it's great exactly. I did do a splurge. These are 2 delphiniums. I think I got them from Lidl last year, or maybe they're the ones I grew from seed, but that seems like that would be too good. And the 2 roses I went for Lady of Shalott again. This little area of the planting scheme is, I feel, adheres less to the kind of colour palette, so I would like to possibly redo this. I might move you these primulas. I actually just got these and I'm regretting them putting them in here already. This is a walnut tree, I think. 2 feverfew, some more geums, some tulips. These are kind of not great, so after they're done I might compost them. They don't look too jolly really. Some veronica, that's a nice healthy little compact plant, so I would be inclined to move that to the front of the bed. And then we have all the astrantia, which of course always looks really good. I just really want it to fill out more. It's a great plant. It does prefer to be in the shade, so I mean this is east facing, so it actually gets quite a lot of light here. It's quite open. The bluebells, again, there's just random bluebells. I would like to move that to where the rest of the bluebells are. James, this, I never know how you say this, Ceanothus. I would love to prune this and have it look like a nice little compact bush and not like a spready weed tree. So if you have any tips on that, let me know. I've already cut it to the ground once and it didn't do much good. Then we've this mysterious rose that grows out of the ground every year. Hopefully it'll flower this year so we can know what type of rose, if it's a climber or a rambler. Then we've this gorse bush that I do not like. Why it is here I have no idea. It looks absolutely terrible in my opinion. It needs some work, so I have to think about that. And what else have we got here? More geums and what's this thing called? Harvest corn. I don't know, I can't remember the proper name. Oh, it's totally escaped me, but anyway. It comes out in big tall leaves and it's got orange bits on it. I think it begins with H. This is the bed that looks best in the spring, I think. The pulmonaria is a great plant and I'm going to propagate this all around the garden. There's some chives, some bluebells, some tulips. As you can see, like, the bed is really well filled out and it just looks really well. So I'm quite pleased with that. And here's some nice tulips I haven't spotted before. These 2 white ones, really nice. There's a couple more. There's some rudbeckia in the back there, so once this bed gets summer it can be a little bit like sad looking. There's maybe not so much in it. The phlox will come out, the peony will soon come out. The astrantia, there's one hiding in here and there's one over there. So I think, yeah, so this bed I'm happy enough with. I'll just work on the summer colour in this bed. So perhaps you can't see, but there's 2 apple trees and a pear tree here. This is the first time possibly that I've seen flowers on them, so I'm interested to see if they bear any fruit. So that's the current garden tour. I'll tell you the plan for the raised beds and then I'm going to sit and knit, because this is very precious time to me. I don't get that much time to do this sort of thing during the day. So Raised bed 1. My plan here is to have a globe artichoke in the middle, surrounded by fennel and kale. That is that. In here is strawberries, so I need to rake this over a little bit. This one, I don't know what these are. I planted these like a couple of years ago and I have no idea what they are. I'm sure they'll be nice whatever they are. Then we have the everlasting sweet pea, and in along with this I'm going to put regular sweet pea. There's also ranunculus and dahlias in here, and I didn't take them up over winter. We just mulched it and hopefully they're still okay. Nothing's coming up yet that we can see, so fingers crossed that that's fine. And this little bed here behind is quite there's a lot of astilbe, there's a bit of brunnera, bluebells, hellebores. So the last little bit that I want to work on here is the bit beside the wall. So right now there's 2 peonies. I would love a 3rd peony, and then in between the peonies I want to transplant some feverfew so that it can grow in between. It's a really good plant that just came up in the garden. It just must have, like, a bird must have put it there. And it's a really good plant. I really like it. Beautiful foliage, nice flowers really long time. So that's what's happening here. I'm gonna knit now. Had to go to a voiceover here because my neighbour was mowing his lawn and it was a little bit loud. I'm actually knitting on a pre-knit children's sweater. It's a pattern by Ailbiona McLaughlin. I don't want to tell you too much about it until it comes out. Hopefully it will come out at the end of the month. I'll have some options for kits and also for making your own kit. I'm knitting this for my daughter. As you know, I really love colour work, and this is an all over colour work sweater with Skein as well. So I am really enjoying it. The pattern, maybe you can't exactly see it here, but I'll insert a little clip at the end. It's little boats. It's so sweet. So it's definitely going to be like an heirloom type piece. And I think it will fit her next winter and possibly the winter after. But hopefully it'll be a good enough fit this winter. It's she is quite short and it's quite long in the body, so it'll definitely keep her warm. I'm also using a bag by Harriet Wildwood Stitches, or Wildwood Stitches. Harriet made me these beautiful bags for the shop. They are going in the shop this month in the shop update. She's made a lovely spring bag with Harris tweed on the bottom. Again, you'll see it in the next clip. And I think I just have 10 of these. And I'm going to sell them with a sock set, a skein of yarn. So I'm just going to actually dye these up today, and I hope they look really nice with the bag. I'm thinking of doing like colours of the bag, purples, greens, that type of thing. Probably a speckled type colourway. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this knitting project and I can't wait to get to the Skein bit, and I don't think it'll be long until I have it finished now. But yeah, so I'm using a mini skein set of natural sock and a skein of undyed Causeway, but you could also use natural sock as well. So I'll probably make kits with natural sock and then just have a few kits that you can pair with a Causeway background colour if you so desire. So this is what it looks like. Really pleased with it. It is bottom up and I've done the sleeves separately. I did a sleeve swatch and that worked out really well for me. So loving this knit. Time to relax in the garden. it's actually the next day now, so I might show you my just done checking on my seedlings here, my Dropp sweater, which is pretty close to being finished, to be honest. Yeah, I don't really have anything super interesting to share. Maybe I'll show you some yarn before I go. It's going to be in the next shop update. That'll be on the 27th of April. I'm actually going to have some, maybe I'll have already said this in my voiceover, but I'm going to have some lovely bags by Harriet of Wildwood Stitches as well. So I'll show you those, or maybe you've seen them in the last wee bit of video. There's Rufus now. I'll just go and see Rufus. Just wanted to show you my Dropp sweater and maybe a little bit of yarn and stuff. So in the last video I was kind of concerned that this was too big, and it is too big, but I think I can make it work. Basically I started ripping it out but the Nutiden was so hard to rip out. It was just soul destroying. I was just like, I can't do this. So I continued in the hopes that I could make it work, and I've decided that yes, I do have enough to knit it quite oversized, almost like a tunic down past my bum a little bit. So I had to be careful not to knit the sleeves too long, because the Dropp obviously makes the sleeves quite long, so it is definitely like quite, I think that there's about 40 centimeters of positive ease, so if it wasn't a Dropp shoulder I don't think you would notice it so much, but I actually don't really mind it. I think it looks quite cool, or will look cool. So my next thing I have to do is knit the cuffs, and then I intend to knit this down. This is where you can really see how, hold on a sec, how big it is. But I want to knit it down to about here, including the ribbed hem. So I'll probably knit for another, I don't know, I stand up straight, I knit for about 8 centimeters ish, and then knit the hem, I think. Or do you think I should leave it cropped? I'm thinking it would be nicer long as a really super cozy like winter jumper. Yeah, feels absolutely stunning, and the colour's lovely as well. These are the bags that Harriet made for the shop. It's absolutely stuffed full with this little sweater project that I'm pre-knitting. And it's printed as on the inside as well as the outside, so I'll just take all of my stuff out to show you what the inside looks like. All little beautiful spring things. It's a really nice little bag. So Harriet's bags, I have another one, and they're so well made. It's a pleasure to use them, it really, really is. And this is the lovely Harris tweed. You can see the nice texture of the wool. So yeah, I'm just going to grab a wee bit of yarn and just show you what's a couple of things that's coming in the next shop update. I'm just literally going to show you a couple of things that's going to be in. This is the colours of the mini Skein set that I'm making, oops, this sweater in. Let's see, can I hold it up? So I actually created the mini Skein set first, and then I thought it would be perfect for this pre-knit. So there's actually a couple of colours. I mean, obviously you don't have to use it for this, but like there's a couple of colours that I haven't used in this project, but I just think these colours work so well together. really pleased with myself. Can you tell? I'm gonna have natural sock, hearth decay. Yes, in this update. Just very small amounts of each. This is probably not going to be my hugest update. So I'll just show you literally a couple of colours. I think I had these last month. Like a magenta, one of a kind, and onion skins mustard colour. This is on natural sock. I'm going to have the last of the hearth decay that I'm going to be having in the shop until August. I'm going to relaunch it in August when there's a few other exciting things coming. So we'll have it in a range of different colours, including some of the seaweed colourway. So if you're wanting some for your last long sweater or your last long pullover, you can look out for that. I will have hearth sock as well. And I've been experimenting with speckling on this brown base. It's a lot more subtle than on the natural sock base, but I think it looks really good. And it'll give you the kind of the funness of knitting with the speckled yarn without it being too intense. If you don't like visually to wear something that's really speckled looking, so it's like quite understated and like heathered looking. So I think it's worked really nicely. It's actually probably a little bit more vivid than it's shown on the camera here. And I'll have this new colour, of hearth sock that I haven't yet named. But I think it looks nice. It's like a nice foresty green. And I'll have other colours as well, and I hope to have a few sock sets and stuff. So I hope that all is interesting. And this year I would really like to start growing some dye plants, so I'm going to be working on that too, so maybe you'll see that in the next vlog. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. I suppose I might have a few of these things finished. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.